Hello.
Hello.
It is a new episode of the Podwans podcast.
It
How's
is
it going,
indeed.
everybody? How is it going? Char, you're back.
I am
Look at
back,
you.
and I'm back in my
It's not
natural
Chase.
habitat.
It's Chase. It's not Char.
Yeah, I'm back in my natural habitat. I'm ready to go, ready to talk some Star Wars, specifically the arc we're talking about today.
Well, it's not even an arc. It's just an episode.
I know, but it is considered an arc.
No, the last three. No, just this one and the next one are the only episode. Just one episode ones that we're doing.
Yeah,
But let's get into it.
let's do it. Let's get the show rolling.
You never would have made it as Obi-Wan's Padawan, but you might make it as mine.
Boom.
All right. Hello again.
Hello.
Like we said, we are going to be talking cat and mouse. And we've got two really awesome guests on.
We do.
Let's bring them in. Chattentime.
We got
Hello there.
Chattentime,
How's
and then
it going?
Hey guys, how are you all? Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting on this one for a long time to have you on, so I'm really stoked. And then Malik.
you got my,
So excited to be here. I had to
my
get my
little
trench
buddy
on.
Malik Frierson. What are you doing, my guy?
Frierson. All right, guys. How's it going? How's everybody's Thursday? We're almost a Friday.
Yes.
Got a
It is
lot of
almost
stuff.
Friday.
But guys, first question. I'll start with Chattentime.
Oh no! Wait! Can I ask a question first?
No, yeah, go ahead, Char.
Malik, what got you inspired on this festive look that you have today?
Oh,
It
you know,
looks
it's
amazing.
It's we're in the holiday times. I got this is one of my favorite sweaters I own. I got the Stormtrooper again. This is one of my. It's so good. It's comfy. I got the Grogu out for you. I know I might as well look good from my second ever appearance on the prestigious Podwans podcast.
Yes, and yeah, I've been seeing a lot of good apparel today. I'm liking your shirt, Luke, and I see a little. Is that Han Solo I see right there?
Oh, it's Han
Yep.
Solo, straight from
Oh, yeah.
Disneyland. Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at
Yeah.
that. Look at that. But guys, let's get into it. Chatting. What got you into this little thing that we like to call Star Wars?
It's 1998. Young boy with a VHS player. For anyone watching who doesn't know what that is, it's a magical box that plays tapes. And we had the gold original trilogy box.
Ooh,
And my dad, while being a Star Trekkie nerd, had Star Wars as well. And
nice.
I, to this day, just remember how awesome the Empire Strikes Back was. That Battle of Hoth was just the coolest. Well, play on words there. It was the coolest thing I'd ever seen, the Battle of Hoth. But it was just something about it, man. Everything from New Hope and old Obi-Wan just vanishing in thin air, fighting Vader, to blowing up the Death Star, to Yoda, just everything just captivated me. And then I got to grow up with the prequel trilogy in theaters. So it only
Awesome.
just extended that love. So yeah, really, I just started as a young kid who just found that franchise that he really liked, and it was Star Wars. And the rest is history.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's
Awesome.
awesome.
I think most of us here grew up with the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was born during the prequel trilogy.
Yeah,
man.
I think
Yeah,
you
I was-
might.
I
I
was
think you
born-
might be the youngest one here.
I was born less than. I probably am.
No,
I
you
was
are.
born less than a year after the Phantom Menace came out.
Okay. I was 5 when it came out. So
Bam.
wow.
Yeah.
Man, that
Same-
is
same
that's a hot
here.
minute. Yeah.
I think I may have been around
April of
2 or 1
2000.
when it came out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not too sure.
Yeah, I remember going to the Phantom Menace when I was little. That was my first ever movie in the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
And it changed my life, obviously. So, but Malik, I don't think I've ever asked you this question.
You have, because I've been
Have
on
I?
here before. Yeah, I've already answered.
Did I ask it last time? Because I don't
Yes.
think I did.
Yeah, you did ask it last time.
Well, refresh my memory.
All right. Well,
Repeat.
I was young. The prequels. I think Phantom Menace already came out. I wasn't too into Star Wars, but one day my aunt, who was a mega nerd, decides, hey, we're gonna sit down. I'm gonna show you this little movie called Return of the Jedi. I see Jabba the Hutt, and I am just like I am in awe of this massive slug man, and then like the rest was history, you know. Like I started watching more. Like again, I didn't get like fully like crazy deep into it until around the time that like Clone Wars started, because like I watched Clone Wars as it premiered and as it came out. I remember like coming home from middle school and like sitting down and like, all right, like leave me alone, and like turn to Cartoon Network and like it's Clone Wars time. I remember like being in, because I think I was like, I wasn't being taken to the movies. I remember like my aunt coming like back from the movies after seeing Attack of the Clones, like, oh my god, who thought Yoda would actually fight?
Yeah.
Like yeah, I was like way too young. But again, like in middle school, I would literally have like the prequel trilogy and the OG trilogy just on repeat, because I had the special editions because I was so young, but you know, and they were out on DVD is what you had. But still, like I watched the Battle of Heroes like just like on repeat so many times. I would just rewind on my DVD player like all the time.
Yeah. It's I mean, it's a great. It's got its issues, the prequel trilogy, but it is one of my favorites.
Damn right it does.
I'm gonna say.
Yep.
Let's get to the chat. Jonah Davis, who was supposed to be on this episode, he will be on soon. He was actually he got a little sick, so he had to back out. But we look forward to having him on. Sam, thanks for joining. Cart2D2, go check out his podcast with Harris Productions. They Fly Now. It's a great podcast, and we're gonna do some collaborative stuff here soon, and it's gonna be a whole lot of fun.
It's gonna be very interesting.
Chosen Pump Kim, go follow her on the TikTok. She does really good content.
Yeah, there's a couple people I see in the chat. I see JJ.
Yep,
I see St.
JJ.
Pat.
St. Pat.
I see
I see Robert Kenobi.
Chatting like 4
That's
times,
me.
but you
Turning
know.
gear, Robert Kenobi. We got Sam
Yep.
Blakely. Hello.
Yep.
I got so,
Yeah,
so,
Brian with the beard.
so many
Brian with
wonderful
beard.
people. I love it.
Yeah.
This is a new one. Thank you for joining. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that name, but you know, you look like Obi-Wan, so hello there, General Kenobi.
I've recently had that same problem because I started the Ascendancy trilogy. I'm like, what in God's name is this name? This 18-syllable name of like 3 parts.
Mithron. That's like one of the simpler names to pronounce.
Yeah,
Pumpkin
and then
said
you got
that,
like
yeah.
it's like it gets hella complex.
Yeah.
Pumpkin said that she's super excited to come on. You have no idea.
Yep. But guys, let's get into this. So we are talking about episode 16 of season 2 of the Clone Wars. It is titled Cat and Mouse.
No, this episode is not about Tom and Jerry. It's about.
All right, I'm
little
out.
spider guy.
I have been
No.
misled. There was a misunderstanding. I'm sorry.
Sorry to mislead you all, but this was not part of the plan. But anyway, so this is actually in chronological, in canonical order. This is actually supposed to be the second battle of the entire Clone Wars, which is crazy to me because it's like we're getting Brotherhood in a couple of months, which is going to like fill that gap in. So my new book that I got, The Battles of the Galaxy That Shaped the Galaxy, is going to be like obsolete now. So that's going to be great.
Well, I like that it's out of order because it's like that's what Star Wars is. Like they made the originals and then they made the ones before, and then now in Clone Wars they have them all just scattered across the whole entire spectrum. So
No, yeah, it's
But
hilarious.
it was like hella weird though, because I remember like watching Clone Wars when I was young, and I was like, oh cool, seeing Cad Bane again. Wait, he needs to break into the Senate building again? Why is he getting the plans? Like, wait, what?
Yeah. So a lot of these things, watching it out of order. And
yeah, that's
like,
one problem with that. It's like you don't really get much context
Yeah.
as to what's happening if it is out of order. But
No. And I think it's hilarious because it's like when you watch it in release order, it's like so jaunting, and then you watch it in like chronological order, and it's just all crazy. But we start off with Anakin is tasked with saving Bail from a separatist blockade. Fun little thing, Leia's adopted father being saved by Leia's biological father. It was great. It is very interesting. Which gives me the thought of, does Bail I don't really, I can't remember on whether it's released in Bloodline, but does he ever talk about Anakin to Leia
I'm not
at
that
that
deep in
time?
Bloodline.
I'm not. I'm not 100%.
Haven't made it through all that yet. I'm not sure.
Man, we are off to a blazing start.
I just know she just really considers Bail her father even after the fact. So I just know that's where their relationship is.
And even in that one scene in Revenge of the Sith where Anakin and Bail are talking to each other in the Senate hallway, I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
that's cool. But it's
now they got stories to tell little Leia, but never mind. Never mind. We're not gonna bring that up. But
and he was a good friend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Anakin is trying to push through the blockade, and he's waiting for Obi-Wan. And we get our first look at Admiral Trench. Malik?
Like, I love Trench
that
so
was
much.
Great.
Honestly, Trench, I'm not even gonna lie. He's like the first real commander that is worth a damn in the Separatist army.
I consider him Anakin's like greatest and truest rival and best nemesis, because
which is weird. Like, if it's like,
right, yeah,
you think that a Jedi Knight would be someone who's an opposing force, but it's just Admiral Trench, really?
It's like Trench. You think he died, but now he constantly slips away, and like I just love the dynamic of like Trench is like this mega awesome, like almost Thrawn level planner, but he can't count for a Jedi who literally wings it and is just the luckiest pilot ever.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. And like,
oh, Skywalker is here.
No, like he like, what was everybody's first thoughts when they saw Trench for like the first time?
Well, when I was a kid, I was kind of terrified of him because I was terrified of spiders, of course. And
don't watch Return of the King.
Oh no! I know. I've seen that movie many a times. That scene with Frodo terrifies me.
She's great.
But no, with this mechanical eye, and it's just him, just like it always freaked me out. And the way his mouth moved when he talked, it was just it gave me the jitters every time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Chatton, what are your thoughts on
well, I'm pretty sure you all can correct me. I think D. Bradley Baker voices Admiral Trench, and you can correct me on Wikipedia if I'm wrong, but I'm still like, regardless, the first thing you see is raise the shield, and I'm like, oh my god, the spider's like giving out.
Yo, that was a good impression.
Oh, thank you.
That was good.
I did like an Anakin Trench voiceover video once, and people were like, that was a surprisingly good Anakin and Trench. And I'm like, I don't want to be the spider thing. Like, I don't want that to be my brand. I hate spiders. I hate this thing. But it's just so weird and cool. And that's the cool thing about like Filoni. You know, as a kid, you don't think about it. But as an adult, you're like, oh man, like he is George Lucas's like apprentice. Like he knew the George Lucas weirdness in Star Wars and was like, let's take that a step further. Walking spider commander. That's Anakin's like greatest nemesis in space battles. Like that's the thing. It's so weird.
Well, think about this. Like in the last episode that we talked about Senate murders with Devo, who's basically walking Napoleon. So it's like, if you like it, Dave has an interesting way of like pulling out like real life things and either making them really, really like intimidating or like Trench and scary, or kind of like a twirly, like, oh, I know better than you, Devo situation. So absolutely. Like he is definitely George's apprentice, and like I feel like Dave knows what's going on, which is awesome because like with the newer stuff that we're getting, I'm so excited because it's like Dave knows what's going on. Like he's kind of like the Kevin Feige of Star Wars. He knows everything. He knows what he can and cannot do, and it's great. But Malik, your thoughts on Admiral Trench?
I thought he looked so freaking cool. It's like I just see like the multiple eyes, the look, and all of that. The fact that like his ship has his eyes painted on the front was such a cool touch. I'm like, see, I knew this was a different type of Separatist ship because like it was like custom painted. I'm like, okay, this one's special. And then like this guy comes in, he's got the cane, he's got the robes, he's like giving like proper commands. Like, whoa, like the Separatists actually mean business. Hold up.
No, yeah. It's incredible, like how like I keep saying, like I find myself when I talk about the Clone Wars, I'm like, if the Separatists just had better commanders, they would have won the war, like hands down. Like they had the
Not
larger
even
force.
just commanders. If they just had better forces.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, if they would have put their resources into like making more commando droids or B2 battle droids or droidicas.
Well, that's why the Empire was so powerful, because of their sheer numbers.
Middle school Malik had been like that was his biggest argument. Stop building B1s, make more commandos. A small squadron took out the entire Rishi station. Like, make more commandos.
Yeah, I agree. Like I find myself saying it every single week. Like, if the Separatists would have been smart, they would have done it, and they didn't have if they didn't have Sidious like kind of holding them back and kind of like not making them too overpowered, maybe they would have done that. But you know, Papa Palps has got to be behind everything.
Papa Palps.
So as Anakin is trying to push through, Yularen is basically there. So seeing this relationship, Yularen and Skywalker in particular, is very, very telling, especially in this episode.
Yeah, they're like, their relationship is like an on and off switch.
It is.
Like, sometimes it can be really good. Sometimes it could just be like Yularen just yelling at him and just being like, "What are you doing, Skywalker?"
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So basically,
Chaco said 4 handsome gentlemen in the chat.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh,
yeah,
thanks, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate it, Chaco. And then X-Core comes in with the Como esta, bitches. Great. Off to a great start. Oh yeah, and Harith is here. Marvel Brights is also here. And Harith again. But back to the episode. So as they're trying to get through, obviously Trench is outsmarting Anakin, and in typical Anakin fashion, he tries to basically try to steamroll his way through, and it's just not working. And Obi-Wan ends up coming out of hyperspace and telling Anakin to pull back behind the planet because he's got an idea, like he's got a new weapon that he wants to try.
I love that Obi-Wan's Venator is called the Negotiator.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's so fitting.
Also going back to the whole Yularen Anakin thing, I think the reason that like their relationship seems so on and off is because we never see it like go straight through. It's the fact that, you know, they seem good at first because we're like deep into the Clone Wars. Then all of a sudden we're back to the start of the Clone Wars where they just met, and it's like, okay, now the relationship is cold again, and this is where they first like, you know, we're gonna, so like it kind of makes, so that's why I feel like that's kind of why I was like the relationship was like a light switch. It was like they're on and off again. That's because we're going to the past. Now we're here. Now we're in the past.
Yeah, that like I said, it wouldn't be Star Wars if it wasn't released in incorrect order. So then Anakin's very, very fascinated with this new ship or new weapon. So Anakin ends up going over to Obi-Wan's Venator, asks Obi-Wan what's this new weapon, and Obi-Wan says, if you were walking a little bit closer, you'd be kissing it. And Obi-Wan, I think he taps it, doesn't he? And then the cloaking device comes, deactivates. To my knowledge, I believe this is the first and only cloaking ship that we see in Star Wars up to this point. Am I correct on that?
Doesn't like Trench show that he's had experience of that kind of ship though?
But in terms of what we've seen, I think it is the only.
Fair.
I think. Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's what was first off in my mind. But I just realized we forgot something.
I mean, you forgot something. You're the host.
I did.
Well, our job was to sit here and talk when you.
All your fault. Way to go, buddy.
It is my fault. We are missing the plot summary.
We are.
Not the plot.
And drum roll, please.
Okay. Okay. Since I already I'm trying to get this over with as fast as I can. Are you right? Ready?
All right,
All
3,
right, ready?
2, 1, go.
An impenetrable defense. Separatist ships blockade the resource-rich planet of Christophsis, trapping Senator Bail Organa in his relief effort. Desperate to aid the esteemed senator, a Republic task force under the command of Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker must break the impasse. But time runs short for the senator and the good citizens of Christophsis.
All right.
I
Sorry
feel like I
about that,
rushed
guys.
That's fine.
That was
But
great. A
That was
plus.
beautiful. I like it.
Let's get back to the episode.
That was my bad. That's my bad. So he basically, so Obi-Wan is like, oh yeah, this is the new stealth ship, and Anakin's like, oh man, this is gonna be so useful in taking out the enemy blockade. And Obi-Wan's like, yeah, no, kid, we're not using this on the offensive. You're running the the Mercy mission. And Anakin complains, what? Just like in the episode with Dooku, why am I always the person that gets caught? Like, how am I supposed to become a master if I'm always being caught? How am I going to be a master if I'm always running these Mercy missions? But like that gave me the same type of energy, like that comment that he had for Obi-Wan early on. What were your guys' thoughts on the stealth ship?
So cool. We never seen anything like that. Like, it was talked about in Empire Strikes Back. So like when Han and them go behind the Star Destroyer and they're like, no ship that small has a cloaking device. You're like, what does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, wait a dang minute. So like, I don't know. I thought that was a really cool, again, another weird but cool addition to Star Wars. And he used it to his advantage too.
I thought it was cool to see it go just fully invisible. I don't know what it is. I hate that ship design so much because it's just like it's like a I don't know. It's like a candle, or it's just weird to me.
Yeah.
It's just how it's just like long than just like bulb at the end. It's just a weird design to me.
No, yeah, it is an interesting looking ship. So Obi-Wan gets a transmission from Bail, and it's obviously a cut. It's pretty darn cut, like from the New Hope. Obi-Wan, General Kenobi, the same line that Leia gives it in A New Hope.
Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, we couldn't make that any more obvious.
Yeah.
But it's amazing to see before Anakin takes off with the stealth ship, which I hate calling it the stealth ship because it's got a name. What is it? Hold on here. We are off and running. It doesn't really say. Does it? No, doesn't. But anyway, the stealth ship, Yularen ends up finding out that it is Trench, and he has fought him before. I don't know whether it's from a previous battle from the Clone Wars or oh no. It did get it. Yeah,
Oh man.
we will we'll
talk about that later.
We'll talk about that
Yeah.
in a little bit. We will talk about that. And like to see the sheer fear on Yularen's face. My question is that during the Clone Wars, or do we think it's during like way back in the past?
I think it's before the Clone Wars, but not too far back because I think Yularen says it was dispute with the Trade Federation, not the Separatists. So it may have been just like maybe after like the incident on Naboo when like the Trade Federation was starting to cause a bit of problems here and there. Like because again the Clone Wars has like just started, hasn't it? And then like Anakin says like if I remember my military history, like yeah, I think it's like prior to the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too, but I wasn't so sure.
Also, the fact that like I think he says I thought Trench got vaporized.
Yeah. He's like, I thought he had gone down with the ship. Like Anakin, like Trench is like not Trench, but Yularen's like, stop Skywalker from going. I've got to get him this information. And he ends up meeting up with Anakin before he leaves, explaining who Trench is. And Anakin was like, well, wasn't he destroyed? And like Yularen was like, not all captains go down with their ships, which is very, very telling. And another thing, we get to see a new recruit pilot helping with the piloting of the ship. And I have to say, those pilots, that armor is awesome, especially the helmet. I'm like, those are sick looking. And there's kind of the same look as the Geonosis helmets a little bit back in the Geonosis arc a little bit.
Oh, the Scout Troopers?
Yes, the Scout Troopers. Yeah. But so Admiral Yularen ends up saying, I'm coming with you. Like this, you're not going to do this alone. Like you need me. I fought against this guy before. You can use my knowledge. And so they end up now I'm all distracted because of that High Republic game. Dang it.
Yeah.
So Trench orders bombardment on the Organa base because he's wondering why the Jedi haven't, or the Republic hasn't come and done a counterattack. And he's like, okay, well, we're gonna just get the hyena bombers and we're gonna just bomb the hell out of that base, so that brings them out of hiding. Little do they know.
That has me so curious. What planet has hyenas in Star Wars?
Yes!
Like, where are these regular animals in Star Wars?
Yeah. I mean, the name of this is Cat and Mouse. It's like, was there ever a cat and mouse in Star Wars? Like,
yeah, that is a very interesting. That's a very good point, Malik, to think about. But like those hyena bombers are sick. Those things are cool looking. I mean, they're not as cool as the droid tri-fighters, though. Those things are awesome.
Oh no, hyena bombers are better.
I'd say
really.
Yeah, I like the hyena bombers better.
Chad, are you with him?
No, if you play OG Battlefront 2, like I hate to say it, the tri-fighters, that's 2 shots out of the hangar, you're dead. So I've had a vendetta against the tri-fighters ever since I was 10.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So as they take off for the Mercy mission, Obi-Wan calls Anakin and is like, you got to get the supplies down there. Like Bail really needs you. And Anakin, being Anakin, disobeys orders and is like, we can take this ship. Like, we got this. He ends up taking the stealth ship on the offensive. He basically is like, we're gonna come out of the cloaking, and then we're gonna obviously see what he does. And it works a little bit. Trench falls for a lot of stuff in this episode, which is kind of his downfall. Especially when Malik, you were saying that it was kind of like the equal to Anakin. I would agree to a sense, but like when you're going up against a Jedi, you're kind of playing against a full deck, wouldn't you say?
I do like that. Even though Trench fails, he doesn't view it as like, oh, like he doesn't sulk. He goes, oh, I learned something now, so now I can adapt. Like when Anakin comes out of like the cloak and like, you know, he like dodges the missile. Something. He's like, we missed. He's like, no, but we learned something. No pilot could do that. That had to be a Jedi's. And he then adapts, and then I think he sends the bombers out to the town, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He does.
And or he does that before. I'm not sure, but I know he does adapt to like having a Jedi thing. No, he sends up the comm actually.
Yes, he does. So he figures out that a Jedi is using the cloak ship, sends out a frequency that isn't it's an open frequency, and he basically does the twirl mustache thing.
The evil villain.
Yeah.
He strokes his pincers.
Yeah, he stroked his pincers and
oh god.
Yes.
I am your tool. And like it's very funny to watch that scene, but like it's incredibly insane.
Yeah.
And Anakin's just more or less like, is that it? Like this guy's really underestimating us. And
Anakin also has a slightly problematic line when he first sees Trench. He goes, "Hello, ugly." Like, Anakin, you can't say that about like every alien race.
Ugly. Yeah, he does say that. I completely forgot about that.
It's kind of problematic. You can't just call an alien race ugly.
No, so after the whole transmission, they turn on. It obviously goes to black, and Obi-Wan calls them and is like, "Yeah, so we've been looking over the records, and he's dealt with a ship, similar ship, but it was not of the same size. It was a little bit bigger, like a Star Cruiser." And he goes, "It looks like they've been tracking, and they're like trying to figure out how he's been tracking them, the stealth ships, and they end up finding it's because they're what frequency? I can't remember. Man, I am just awful today. Want to say it was some type of frequency.
It was like magnetic
magnetic signature. It was the magnetic signature. Good job, Malik. 10 points from Malik.
This is a point system. Let's go.
No, hold on now. Wait a minute.
Malik, you are now in the run for first place.
I did a Trench impression, so if I got to do that the rest of the stream,
all right. That was fine.
We have learned something today.
Okay. That's 15 points. I mean,
okay.
This is just gonna be us. It's just gonna be us giving points back and forth. We're never gonna get through this.
Oh, man.
But like Obi-Wan is like, I really need you to get down to the planet, and Anakin's like, yeah, I'll do that real quick. Just let me let me do this thing. And it's like before Obi-Wan, and he does this twice to Obi-Wan. He's like, before Obi-Wan can like interject, he turns off the transmission. It's like, we're just gonna go with it, and everybody just looks at him and goes, "Oh God, are we supposed to be doing this? Like, are we supposed to be going against orders?" And it's just crazy how
I think the rookie clone was like, "Are we supposed to only be doing like a mercy mission?" And the other clone goes like, "When you're with General Skywalker, you're always on the offensive side."
Yes. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. What really surprised you with the whole exchange between, well, like just the back end puzzle piece, like the planning between Trench and Anakin? Obviously they don't see each other face to face, but they are doing a lot of maneuvering and trying to figure out who's gonna do what. What I found that kind of interesting. What were your guys' thoughts on that?
I thought of chess. That's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, they're literally playing space chess, and that what I think is great about the episode, like, there's a tension. Like, the heroes will probably win, but you don't know that with Trench, because like you said, when the first time the cloak was unveiled, and like he's like, we learned something. Like, oh, he's adapting. We usually see droids just being like the comedic humor, like people, like they don't think like he does. So he is like analyzing and thinking ahead, like, okay, I've dealt with this before. So now how can we prepare for this? And
I feel like Trench is the only separatist leader who has some sort of common sense when it comes to battle strategy.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel since they're all programmed, they have this unique way of saying the odds of surviving are 1 in 2065, and I don't know. But he thinks ahead. Like, he understands what his opponents are going to do, and he wants to find a way to counter them. But he also understands what's at he understands what's at risk. Like when you get the whatchamacallit, I'm forgetting their name. Why am I forgetting their name? The command droids.
Tactical droids.
Tactical droids, yeah.
They're very they're calculated, but they're not understanding what's really at the table. But
They
Trench is like
yeah,
Trench
they-
knows like what
yeah.
potential outcomes could happen.
They
Yeah.
can't
Despite the
adapt.
tactical
They're
droids.
not. They don't have that like that unique like ingenuity in them.
Yeah.
That that spark that like you just can't like program.
The tactical droids are just like indefinite. This is what's gonna happen. I have this set plan. There's no way it's gonna be altered no matter what. But Trench is like, yeah, there's gonna be something that's gonna happen, but we have to be prepared if something does go wrong, and we have another way. Like he has a plan B, a C, a D, and E. Like he's the only separatist leader that understands what risks he has to take to get the job done.
Yeah, like he sends in the Haida bombers to force the fleet to go up against them when they know that they don't have any other like enough resources to take them head on. Like he's like it's that cold calculus, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's really smart. Like I don't think people understand that.
Oh, he's a great tactician. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's perfect for against Anakin, who was also probably one of the best tacticians in the entire Jedi Order at the time.
I wouldn't go that far. I'd say Anakin's just one of the luckiest tacticians.
Yeah.
Lucky pilot, lucky tacticianer. It all works for him, you know.
Yeah.
It's all the Force is doing. You know what I mean? So they find out that Trench has been using tracking torpedoes that pick up on the magnetic signature. So Anakin obviously theorizes that he finds out that he does the magnetic signature, and he's sensing a way to use that against him. So Anakin comes out. They come out of the ship from being cloaked. They fire torpedoes again. And Trench is able to obviously lock on, and then he fires torpedoes as well, if I'm not mistaken. But like Anakin literally uses the torpedoes that Trench uses because they can't. So Anakin's ship shoots the first torpedoes. They have to raise the shields. The shields get hit, and then Trench automatically goes, lower the shields because we're going to shoot the torpedoes. And that's where Anakin gets him.
Yeah.
And it's like he uses the torpedoes to follow him because he's just like, they're just going to follow me. Might as well just go straight for the ship. And once Trench figures that out, I'm like, wow, that really is amazing that Anakin was able to pull that off with sheer luck. But obviously, like there's more than luck or whatever.
Yeah.
Whoever says it.
Anakin's just filled with luck.
He really is.
Yeah.
He really is. And Trench,
he's lucky with skill.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, like seeing Trench's face, when he dies is like, that's so devastating. But we know he'll be back later in later seasons, and when you find that out, that's just like a mind-blowing situation when you find out in later seasons. So then Anakin is able to get down to the planet, get Bail his resources. I don't really know what happens to Bail after this episode because I'm assuming it goes straight, because when you watch it, it goes straight into the Battle of Christophsis. And from my knowledge, Bail is out of there by that point.
Mm-hmm.
So they must have just been able to take him out. Yeah. So they must have taken him off world by then. So since the flagship is destroyed, Kenobi and Commander Cody launch a new attack on the Separatist fleet, while Anakin and Yularen pilot the stealth ship to Christophsis to deliver the vital supplies. Senator Organa gives his gratitude to Skywalker, and Yularen expresses both concern and admiration for Skywalker's daring, if orthodox tactics. And that is an episode.
What's the line Yularen says? Like Chancellor Palpatine said, like, you are like very like strange, but he meant that in the highest compliment. I'm like,
yes. Yeah, we'll be watching your career with great interest.
That's great interest.
And I thought the moral of the episode was really good too.
Yes.
A wise leader knows when to follow. That's one of the best morals in the entire Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Because it's like yeah, you're a leader, but it's not all the time when you're in charge. Sometimes when someone else has a good opinion or a good idea, you let them lead the way. So,
was that directed towards Obi-Wan then, since he was kind of leading and like
maybe
yeah. I don't know if he's like wanting to follow Anakin, but he sure had to at this point. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Robert Kenobi said, "In my experience, there's no such thing as luck."
That's what it is. But Char, it's your segment now.
All right, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Go on.
Let's do this. 3 interesting facts about a certain Clone Wars arc that you didn't know about until now. Part 4, Cat and Mouse Edition. Fact 1, Admiral Trench's original name. Early in production, Admiral Trench's name used to be Admiral Taranch, obviously from his tarantula inspiration. From Yularen's intelligence reports show his original name in Arbash. Like if you look, there's a scene in the show that you look at Admiral Trench's name, and it's in Arbash, and it says Admiral Taranch.
Awesome.
Wow.
Fact 2, a Jedi Master. Fact 2, a Jedi Master was cut from the episode. Kep Shi was a Jedi Master that was in charge of leading the Republic task force at the Battle of Malister Narrows. As the Jedi was not seen in the episode, it was present in the script. Fact 3, Republic starships return? Among the Republic starships destroyed by Admiral Trench, there are 2 that magically return as displayed on Admiral Yularen's screen, a cruiser named the Righteous and a frigate named the Swift. And there you have it.
Dang. Dang.
Rich.
That's amazing. That makes so much sense now.
Oh yeah, absolutely makes a ton of sense.
Trench's name used to be Taranch.
Wow.
Yeah. But everybody that's in the chat, it is time to rank the episode. Youngling terrible. Padawan okay. Jedi Knight good. Jedi Knight great. Wait, I just said Jedi Knight good. Man, this is just a terrible.
Yeah.
Not going well. So Youngling bad.
Want me to do it? Because usually I correct you. So yeah, Youngling is bad. Padawan's okay. Knight is good. Master's great. Grandmaster is chef's kiss.
All right. Good job.
I feel like
your
I'm always
job
the
from
one
now
to
on.
correct you. Like
that's the one. That's
for
your
all
job
of our
from now on.
past users, the Adigalia situation.
Yeah, you guys should really have a table set up for this on the screen.
Yeah.
No, I know. I meant to do it, and then things started dropping, and things got crazy. Chatten, I'm gonna start with you. What's your ranking for this episode?
Well, in terms of this, where I rank this, my goodness, I'm gonna say Grandmaster. Because really, this I know in chronological, this really is the first episode of the Clone Wars.
It is,
and this is the first battle. This is in this animation style, and this is where we get to see Anakin start shining early on. But what I love about this, and I love the battle droid humors, like I love the Roger, but like I love that. So early on, Anakin had to get put onto the test early by a tactician that all of us have praised for how outside of the box thinking style that he had in terms of combat. Anakin had to best that as a new knight. So to me, the development side and the foundation that it sets for episodes we've already seen. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't think of a better orchestrated episode off the top of my head right now. It's at least top 5 for me.
Yeah, I see where you're going with that too, because like how Malik mentioned earlier, that Trench is Anakin's rival throughout his arc in the prequels or in the Clone Wars series. So when you look at his development from this episode, it really is exponential when it comes to season 7 and episodes prior to that. Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
Absolutely.
No, yeah. Malik?
For me, I'm not gonna give it Grandmaster, but I will give it Jedi Master. I do think it's a damn good episode. Again, just like the tenseness of the space battle, can they get the supplies there, the callbacks, the introduction of a great villain in Trench, and the fact that we will see Trench again, and he kind of like as Anakin. Again, I kind of like that. It kind of in a way mirrors Anakin because Trench becomes more robotic as Anakin will also become more robotic, and it's so good. And again, the relationship between Obi-Wan and Anakin is so good. It's also funny to watch this knowing that like literally he is a about to get Ahsoka. Ahsoka is literally like right around the corner for him. So it's cool like seeing Anakin in this position, knowing like what's to come for him. Like literally, I think like the day after.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Absolutely. Char, your ranking?
I think I'm gonna go with Malik's and just say it's a Jedi Master because I mean, yeah, it was very intense. The action was very good. The introduction to Admiral Trench was awesome. I love Trench. He's one of the most capable leaders in the Separatist army, and Anakin, like going off of what Chattentime said, Anakin's growth in this episode was really good. Like with the moral that just helps that Anakin just knows what he's doing and trying to figure out a way to get the job done. And yeah, I like this episode a lot, despite that it's just a standalone and that it doesn't really have a full arc, but it does help down the road in the Clone Wars series. So yeah, I'll give this a master.
No, yeah, absolutely. I'm with you. I'm in agreement with everybody. I think it's a great starting off point, and it's a great way for Anakin to finally get challenged in a way.
It's a great starter off point in the middle of season 2.
Yeah.
If you want to pull up some of the answers from the chat.
No, yeah. So we got Robert Kenobi saying that's a Jedi Master.
You can pull up on the screen.
Yeah.
Just like tap on it and just be like.
So Kieran says youngling. Critic.
Oh, I don't think so.
Chris, Star Wars lawyer, says a Padawan. Padawan. Robert Kenobi says Jedi Master. And that's pretty much it. Now to the news that everybody is freaking talking about.
Dominating our chat.
Yeah, we're dominating the chat. We are going to talk some Star Wars news, and boy, do we have a doozy.
Let's get into the news.
All right. So I'm about to share screen this, and
go ahead. Let's see this.
It's gonna be crazy. Just give me a second here. So we just got a release, a trailer release for a new video game. Very, very excited about this. So let's take
Chris said if Tyyork isn't in the game, I will riot.
let's take a look at this real quick.
Okay.
2 minutes 49 seconds. Let's take a look at this. Okay.
Lucasfilm Games. First I've seen that.
Yeah, because they just started doing rebranding. Okay, this is incredible. Is that Dakar?
I think
that might be Dakar.
Yeah,
it looks like Dakar. I don't know about the
because
background.
is that Bespin? Okay, so this is Batu, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ! Look at the Rhodey and the Mon Cala. Oh my god,
dude, that looks amazing. The art and the
what in the hell is this?
And the costumes
just
look fantastic.
I love him. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
is this Elfrona? Because I think that might
there's
be
Yoda.
Elfrona.
Holy crap! Okay.
Yeah, that's Coruscant.
Okay, that's not 3PO, but I thought it was. It looks like 3PO.
And then there's a solar eclipse. Wait, that's actually kind of funny. I read about that. The Coruscant solstice.
Okay, is this Ilum? No.
Oh, that Nemoidian looks amazing.
Oh, that curved blade. Oh.
The hell is this?
Where's Markian Rowe?
What?
Don't do that to me, Charge.
I hope they do spinning because it's a good trick.
Oh my!
Yeah, I hope they do spinning.
What is this? When is this set?
And then we have a bunch of people that
we
look
know-
like Drax playing drums.
It's confirmed the High Republic era.
Wow.
Oh, is that the
Ooh.
Zepho?
No, that's not the Zepho.
That's the
I don't think
Zepho,
so.
isn't it?
Wait.
I don't
That doesn't look like the Zepho.
Yeah, I don't think the neck is tall enough.
Also, their heads are a lot wider.
Okay, what the hell is this?
Is that the Null Null? What is that?
Oh my god.
Okay, it's a ritual of some time.
Maybe
Okay.
that's
All right.
the Urukai.
Oh,
What
dude.
in the absolute hell is this?
Star Wars Eclipse.
This is crazy.
So
Did we know this was coming out?
Amazing.
we knew
There
Quantic
were
Dream had a
rumors.
game.
Yeah.
we knew Quantic Dream had a game. We didn't know what it was, and this is it now.
Okay.
Obi-Wan has PTSD.
We shouldn't.
Oh my god. Like,
So,
what?
My theory: what if the Trade Federation are the good guys in that battle?
Ooh.
What if that's what sets them up to have credibility when, like, it comes time for like episode 1 and such? Like, oh, our blockade's perfectly legal. Like, come on, think of all we've done for the galaxy in the past. Like, what if they're the good guys?
And now I'm gonna look up.
They are a Maxine.
Ooh, yeah.
Station.
Okay, so now I've got the website pulled up. We're gonna take a look at see if we can get any more details.
But actually, let me look at a Maxine.
I know the Maxine play a role in Bloodlines. I know the station that they stay on and Into the Dark was also in a Maxine station.
Okay.
Again, I'm seeing someone in the chat said that it looks like they saw the Leveler. I'm like, I didn't see a creature like the Leveler.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
So, from the looks of it, so obviously it's set in the High Republic time, like Malik said. So is this what's gonna happen in between where we're at in the books and to where we're at in the Acolyte?
So Acolyte's at the end. We know Acolyte is confirmed to be at
50 years.
the end of the High Republic era.
Right, 50 years, correct?
I don't know. Again, I don't remember if there's the exact like number date, but all they said it's the final days of the High Republic era. This doesn't say, it just says in the High Republic era. So again, that's that's a lot of leeway for them to work with. Because we have 3 phases coming in terms of High Republic. We're in Light of the Jedi, and that's about to end with Wave 3. And we then go to Phase 2, which I believe is Quest of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
I may have gotten that order mixed up. I'm so fascinated where this is all fitting, because I think Acolyte starts filming soonish, in a couple months.
Yes.
So again,
we've got news. We've got news on that we'll talk about with that show as well. But oh my god, this game.
I'm trying to think
amazing.
what timeline, because I know it's it can't be too long before the Phantom Menace, because I know that the Trade Federation is relevant at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to be within 20 to 30 years prior to the Phantom Menace. I was gonna say maybe 72 BBY.
But the armies. So that army. I'm gonna try to replay this. The army that shows
let's do a little bit of nitpicking.
135.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy. Okay, these guys look like the Zepho though.
No, they.
Who
the Zepho look very different.
Yeah.
Who's just okay? But I'm just picking at straws here, because it's they're doing ritual shit, man.
No, but if you actually look at how the Zepho look, they look much different. Their heads are. That's why everyone thought that the 5th brother was a Zepho, because of the wide shaped head that he had.
Yeah, but no, they're tall though, the Zephyr. They're
Right.
They're
giants.
They're 9 feet tall at least.
See, I'm more interested in the 2 Jedi we see dueling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they practicing? Are they?
I got sparring vibes. Yeah.
So did I. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is Bespin. Either this is Bespin or that's Dakar. I don't know exactly what the trajectory, like where Bespin and Dakar are, but that looks a lot like Bespin.
But
I could see Bespin or maybe like Yavin 4, the big red giant. Well,
Yeah, that does look very Yavin.
I could see either. I think Bespin too,
But I mean, obviously, obviously the asteroid field here tells me Dakar because Dakar's got an asteroid field around it.
Yeah.
and then if you look at Dakar in The Force Awakens or Battlefront 2, that loading screen right there with the planet and the asteroid field looks just like
dead
it.
on. Yeah.
Okay.
And then this is supposed to be Batu?
Is it? I didn't know Batu was this advanced. Like, holy hell!
I know.
I mean, it could be early on. I'm not sure.
Or it could be Naboo.
We do see Batu in the High Republic because they have that VR game.
Yeah, I'm looking at Batu pics. That looks a lot like the power line looking things is the giveaway for me. It's
for
so,
Batu.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
That
we also know that we're closer to the prequel trilogy because that's the ship that Anakin and
Yeah,
Padme
those are
take in episode
that's
2.
the refugee ship.
And this is the ship that Palpatine shows up with at the end of episode 1.
Oh god.
Here.
Is that right?
Yes.
Thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. And
I mean,
that's another thing. We didn't see any vectors, did we?
I thought we did later on in the.
Did we?
Yeah. If you want to keep playing,
I mean the Jedi vectors that they fly.
Yeah, I don't. That space battle I thought that was awesome.
Okay, like we get a Mon Cala.
Yep.
We saw a Rhodey in the back. I think that's a Kyozo.
Like,
who are those two guards there? They just locals.
The costume design
That's
just looks
what I'm
fantastic.
thinking.
Yeah. For a second, I thought those were Mandalorians with the helmet, but I was like, that can't be right.
It's Cad Bane's dad, Chad Bane.
So this I think is Elfrona. I think this is Elfrona from Light of the Jedi because
yes,
it looks like Elfrona.
That looks like the metal horses they ride.
The ones that Indira Stokes rides. Yeah,
yeah, that's right. It
looks just like it.
So, question: do we think this is going to be like an action adventure, like combat style game? Because this is Quantic Dream.
Maybe.
This is like this is Detroit becoming human and heavy rain.
I could feel like this could be like a SWTOR style game.
That's what I got the vibe too. But then again, like if it was a multi-character Fallen Order type,
it could be. That'd be cool.
Like I'm in. Like there's no doubt about that. I'm in.
Yeah.
I am in 110%. Like this trailer is absolutely amazing. Okay, obviously we get Coruscant and we get Yoda.
There's Big Y just chilling.
I mean,
Big Y.
The Senate. I mean, the temple looks great because I mean it's not completely blown to hell. But
I'm so again, like we know, we do know that Stellan Gios is on the Jedi Council. Hopefully, if he survives Fallen Star, maybe we'll see him in this game.
Also, if you look at the center of the council room, like look at the floor. Doesn't it look like it has less stuff
less
on
wear
it?
and tear, wear and tear, or yeah,
or it has like less
Sorta.
art on it because if you look at it, I thought it has more to it in the center,
Yeah, but like this is
so I guess this also means that maybe we will be playing as a Jedi since
I'm thinking so
too. Since we see the lightsabers and also the fact that it is like that we actually no. How about like that because of thinking back.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, this right here.
Okay, so what's that VR game that you play as a Jedi?
Oh, Vader Immortal
Planet. No, not Vader Immortal.
Oh, you're talking about the one where people use it as a joke and they just choke people and
Batu.
No, is that Batu?
Yeah, that's it on Batu. It's Tales from Galaxy's Edge.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So you're a High Republic Jedi who is tapping into the Force, and you go to a temple, and this is the vibes that it gives me. It's this temple, don't you think?
So, Detroit Becoming Human, you play as 3 different characters with 3 different backgrounds and 3 different journeys they go on. I'm getting the vibes that from how different this gives off in different clips and tones that we will be playing as multiple characters and having multiple stories to play through in this one.
Oh yeah, I think
I can see
too.
that to be a viable option for this game to go for as
too.
Yeah.
Because that'd be so cool. Like you could do so much in this, and the planets that are just brought back from the High Republic, And then if you read the High Republic, you'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually here. This is was told in Light of the Jedi and all this. It's like it's gonna be awesome to see this in a video game platform.
Yeah, absolutely. Chad, have you gotten into the High Republic?
Okay, so I started reading Light of the Jedi. I got close to finishing, and where I didn't finish it, I didn't pick up the other books. I've read some of the comics, but
have you read High Republic Adventures?
A little bit. I honestly, like, I hate to say it, I think the game is what's going to help fill in a lot of the cracks for me.
Do not hate to say that. That's great. This is what
it sucks because like everyone I know loves and talks to High Republic, and I just have not made the time to read or listen to be up to date completely.
So I just checked the website. Here we go. Weave a tapestry of interlaced destinies. See the galaxy through the eyes of an ensemble cast of multiple charismatic playable characters, each with their own morality, personality, motivations, and impact upon each other and the story at large.
That's incredible.
So we will be playing as multiple people.
But we don't get a lot of telling the story. Like it sounds like it's a designated path rather than like we make the choices.
Actually, it says shape your fate in the Outer Rim in an uncharted section of the galaxy with never before seen species and plants discovered. This part of the Outer Rim is strife.
It's like a choose your own adventure game.
Yeah, and political tensions that could alter the fabric of peace. What will you do? Okay,
that gives me KOTOR vibes, and I'm here for that. So,
I mean, I this looks absolutely amazing. And I'm assuming we don't have a release date for this, right?
I think it still said early development, like early.
Oh man,
that Dooku handle saber though with the orange crystal.
Hold on, I think we're gonna get to that. But like,
here we go. You have the power to make choices with consequences, thanks to many outcomes in this deeply branching narrative. So like it will be a branching story.
Okay, so this kind of gives me Renvar vibes.
I can see it.
No,
or
way.
Ilum.
Or if they bring back Renvar in canon, I'm gonna drop.
I will wake up in cold sweats from that stupid Force Ghost boss fight from the original Clone Wars. I will be so angry. I hate it so much. I was like, you're gonna take to beat these things. Oh my god.
Well, Renvar, like, I love that arc, and I love that story from that old Clone Wars game because it's like you got to see new planets that weren't ever like talked about in Star Wars, even in the prequel trilogy. We didn't know what Renvar was. It was just a made-up planet. I love that planet. That planet's got so much, like the missions on it. Oh, it's great. But like, look at these ships, though. Like, they're like a mix between, like, they're a mix between like X-wings and TIE fighters.
Well, does that look like the Sith Starfighter from?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I'm pulling that up. Okay, you all need to go to Wikipedia right now, look in Sith Fighter from Legends, and you tell me that first picture does not scream out Sith Fighter. Again, the engines will look different from the back.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It looked just like them, yeah.
And this is Outer Rim, so the Jedi may not know about these Sith fighters because they think the Sith have been gone for 1,000 years.
Yes.
So we could be seeing the seeds of the Sith being planted.
We could see Plagueis in this game.
We could see. Oh, Snapple. Wait, depending on what year, could we have technically seen Palpatine in that ship
I'm
earlier?
saying, I think it might be around like 72 BBY.
Yeah.
It could be like 30 to 40 years before the Phantom Menace.
It's a stretch to see Palpatine.
I know. When you all said that ship earlier, like
Nemoidians. So this leads me.
Here we go.
So I want to go back to that Nemoidian real quick. I believe we will be playing as a Nemoidian character now. I feel like we're going to be playing as like a Trade Federation type character who will be making like important decisions regarding the Trade Federation. Looking at how much of a presence the Nemoidians seem to have in this game.
Yeah. No.
I
Yeah.
love that design.
That's interesting. And if you think about it, Plagueis was very much intertwined with the Banking Clan and the Nemoidians.
It's like the Harbinger from the Halo Infinite campaign.
I mean, it makes a whole lot of sense, Malik, that you say that.
Yeah.
And then we get the.
That's really good.
That's beautiful.
What in the hell are they going up against?
Now, those two in the middle, they look like the
Rogue One.
the alien Rogue One, yeah.
Yes.
Getting the Kyber crystals. That's exactly. Wait, do you think those are not caught up a lot in the High Republic? I'm blanking on the name. The bad guys who wear
The
the
Nile.
masks. Do you think that I don't know if the Nile are still around in the current High Republic, so you can spoil it for me if you want.
They're
but-
taking
No, they are.
they're taking L after L so far. So like I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer they're gonna be around.
Well, this
for.
looks like another L at this point if it's them. So okay, yeah.
Like, my God, like this trailer just has a shit ton to just go through. I mean,
Mhm.
look at that. And then, like, who the hell's this?
I love her headpiece. That is so cool.
It's really good.
It
That is
reminds me of
awesome.
Avar, because I'm pretty sure Avar's
Yeah.
kind of
I
got the
was about
same
to say,
type
it
of
looks
thing.
like Avar.
Yeah,
Chris.
yeah.
Oh
I'm trying to
man,
think, like, I'm trying to think of any of like, is there any red-haired character in the High Republic that I'm like trying to remember now? Like,
But she's not dressed like a Jedi though.
She's
so I don't
not.
know if civilian.
I mean,
Okay,
Okay,
these guys. This gives me Sith Empire vibes.
I could see
Does it not? Like, think of like the 4K like trailers that they had out at one point.
that's insane.
Is there a time
Right?
the galaxy's not at war?
Yeah, like I thought
Every
the High
15
Republic.
years.
it was the High Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Let's
it's not
go.
so much.
Oh my gosh.
Like, that's insane. Like, this is just crazy.
I could definitely see Sith because I'm getting Korriban vibes from
Yes!
that one. The lighting.
Yes. Okay.
Trade
All right.
Federation ship.
So
Yeah, you got a Lucre Hulk
What-
ship.
from what I'm okay, I'm gonna try to stop this at the correct time. Okay. So
Dude,
I
how-
don't
we can see a young Sidious.
I think so.
Okay, that kind of looks like Ryloth. That planet.
You think?
You know what?
Preparation for the Clone Wars.
Ryloth is in a very unique spot as we see in Tempest Runner. So you might actually be onto something. Ryloth is Ryloth's actually being like ogled by all sides for his resources right now, and like some people are actually making like very powerful moves for Ryloth. So that might actually be Ryloth.
That's crazy.
This is just incredible.
So I'm not caught up on High Republic, but is there a chance the Trade Federation really are the good guys in this battle? Like a twist on.
Possibly.
They haven't really.
I don't
They
know, but but I mean, it could be because these
I-
guys are supposed to be. I think on the guys on the right hand corner of the
Yeah.
screen are the bad guys.
Those ships scream
Possibly.
evil to me. I feel like if we're talking politics, if Trade Federation's the good guys, they use this as political leverage. Like, we helped keep a planet safe where the Jedi couldn't do anything, the Republic couldn't do anything. Like, I don't know. I'm not caught up enough in the story to know yet.
The first thing I looked at when I look at those things, I thought, is that the long beam? They don't look like the long
Ooh.
beams from the High Republic.
No, but they're very similar.
No, but like the long beams are just like a straight, just like they're like a rectangle. They're like a weird
Yeah.
like two rectangles that are like making a V. It's very strange.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, but this is just blowing my freaking mind. Oh my God. I mean, look at those ships. And then these guys. Like that, the only reason why I said they looked like the Zephobes is because that's what they kind of
Because they got no nose.
The facial
you
Yeah.
design.
you noses. Do you think everyone without a nose looks the same?
no.
And then here comes the Urukai.
Yeah, the Star Wars version of the
Whom do
Urukai.
you serve?
What?
Saruma.
Okay, good, because my crazy theory was, here's Galen Merrick in Canada. Here's Starkiller. Like, I seriously was like, is that how they're bringing Starkiller in? Because that's one way.
$1 billion idea, chatting.
I don't know
$1 billion
if
idea,
that
man.
would make everyone happy or sad. And
Oh,
I'd have to say
oh.
that.
The
Oh.
fact that he's in the High Republic era, they would riot.
Oh yeah, yeah. Not my
Yeah.
Star Wars,
Yeah.
but holy crap!
Wow.
That's crazy.
My
But,
God.
But hey guys, I gotta hop out. I gotta go do something. But hey, I'm glad you guys we had a good time talking the episode, the news, and it was great to meet you, Chattentime, and it was great to have you back on, Malik.
It was great to talk.
Of
It was great
course.
to be back.
Absolutely, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Take care, you guys. Love you guys, and may the force be with you.
We'll
You
talk
too,
to
man.
you later,
Yeah.
Char.
All right, for light and life.
Yep.
Always.
Yeah.
See you.
Later.
Oh my god.
That was
But
amazing.
like that, man, we've got. So we won't go over the Fallen Star stuff since Chatton hasn't read the High Republic,
Yeah.
which is fine. Thoughts on Patty Jenkins turning down Cleopatra for Rogue Squadron?
Say, man, a lot of people told me that this movie wasn't happening. That's strange.
That's true.
Yeah. I haven't kept up with the news a lot ever since I heard about initially the movie getting canceled and so on, and I just was like, I don't know what's happening, but I hope this movie happens eventually. So
Oh yeah, definitely. Like
she's very talented.
She's very talented, and she was very much looking forward to doing this movie because like she was gonna do it for her dad and all this and that, and like I'm glad she's back on it because like I think she could do a lot for the High Republic, not the High Republic, but Star Wars in general.
Oh yeah,
in Star Wars in general. But we're gonna talk about some other news. We got casting news.
Yes.
And I love this. I absolutely love this. I've never seen her in anything, but she looks Star Wars.
She's
in Star Wars.
She's well known for a movie called The Hate You Give. It's a really good movie. Go check it out about like gang violence stuff like that.
Oh, she was also in Hunger Games.
Yes.
And Sleepy Hollow.
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know she was in Sleepy Hollow.
So she has been cast as the lead role for The Acolyte. Malik, I'm gonna give you the floor a little bit because I know this is your most anticipated show of the bunch that are coming out. What are your thoughts on this casting? Like,
so
what does this mean?
My theory on who she might be playing is I think she may be playing a Kev. There's a character in the High Republic comics called Kev Trennis, and it's either Kev or Keeve. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right, but she looks like her to me. Also, the fact that Trennis is mentioned in Dooku Jedi Lost as one of the Jedi Masters who just go missing. Like she's part of like the Lost 20 in Dooku Jedi Lost,
right.
and she is going through some stuff right now in the main High Republic comic. So like I could like again, it's about an emerging dark side power. Like I am like, it's very fascinating. Again, maybe this is how the Lost 20 go missing. Maybe this is like again, like it's very there's still so much we don't know. Like as we saw from from Eclipse, there's a lot about the High Republic we don't know. That we still don't know. So
it's gonna be amazing to look at all this and stuff.
I am curious because we now know the High Republic has 3 phases. Which phase which phase this will work into? Will it work in with phase 2 more or phase 3? And where will the Eclipse work in? Because it's we're about to end phase 1 right now, and then we're gonna move on to the next phase, which is I believe it's either Trial of the Jedi or Quest of the Jedi, and the next one is the other one. I think it's
Quest of the Jedi and then Trial.
Gotcha. And then I tell you what, Fallen Star is getting hella more exciting for me. It's like damn, like what the High Republic is probably one of the most ambitious things they've that's come out of this the Disney purchase, and like my God, it's just been firing on all cylinders, just delivering constantly.
No, yeah, I would definitely say, Chatton, dude, get on it, man.
Yeah,
trust me, because you honestly. Audiobooks are the way to do it.
Yeah.
And the High Republic audiobooks, like I have all of the books, and I have most of the audiobooks. So I just listen to the audiobook and read the book at the same time, and that's what helps me get through it.
Okay.
And I love doing that.
Literally, like, think about this. Like, at this point, the High Republic literally have touched every single bit of Star Wars media besides movies. Which, hell, we still have Rian Johnson's trilogy, Kevin Feige's movie, and Taika Waititi's movie.
Yeah.
So what the hell could those be? Again, maybe those could be a High Republic something. But the fact that, like, we now have audio dramas, video games, books, comics, and now TV shows, like, no, like, they went all in on the High Republic, and goddamn, it's paying off.
Oh yeah, it is paying off. Like, I'm so hooked to all of these new characters, and if they do anything to Burry, I might just cry.
Again, like, we don't see Burry in the prequel era.
I don't, Malik. Don't put that bad juju out into the world, please. Leave my Padawan Wookiee alone, my guy.
Oh, not the Wookiees. No.
Yeah, they always get the short end of the stick because they're
They
Wookiees.
really do.
It's really the worst.
Oh, it hurts.
But her code name it reportedly is Aurora, which is interesting.
Do we think we will see Plagueis in this?
Yeah, I think we'll see Plagueis in this.
Yeah.
I think for sure we see Plagueis in this. Like, this would be the perfect opportunity. Like, if it's going to be more than one season, like, we have to see Plagueis. Because we have to see the inner workings and how he put Palpatine on a pedestal to eventually take over the galaxy. Like, I need to see that. Because the Plagueis novel does it perfectly, besides a few things now in canon that kind of retcon it. But, like, that book is by far one of my favorite books to listen to and read. I listen or read it once a year.
It's on my shelf and on my TBR. It was one thing I had to get because I knew Palpatine's my favorite Sith, and I never read Plagueis, so I thought, I got to pick up Plagueis. So it's on my shelf. It's on my TBR. I will get to it eventually.
Dude, but I mean, it's going to be so hard. I'm trying to finish the Ascendancy books. And I want to get finished with those, and then I want to have time to read something in between. So I might get Tempest Runner to listen to.
Tempest Runner is really good.
And then, like, obviously we'll get Fallen Star. I'll have to read and listen to that. And then after that is Midnight Horizon, and, like, I don't think my heart can handle.
See, I'm in a tough spot right now because, like, I read everything, as in, like, I read all the comics. I read so I'm a little behind on the issue here and there, but I also read the adult books, the young readers books, and the YA books. And, like, I tell you guys, do not sleep on the young readers books. They are hella good, and they have pictures. Like, come on, pictures.
If you're not a reader and you're into pictures, like, you've got to. And it's Star Wars. Like, come on. But filming is set to begin in May of 2022. So we'll probably be getting some news about that at Celebration. And let me tell you, anybody who's going to Celebration, most of the gang, I know me and Char are going. A lot of the gang is going to be in attendance, and I cannot wait. It's going to be a blast. Just get sweaty, man. Just get sweaty. But I think that's all we've got for tonight. I want to thank Chattentime and obviously Malik for coming on and talking Cat and Mouse, and then breaking down that insane video game trailer, talking about the Acolyte. But where can the good people follow you, Chattentime?
You can follow Chattentime on Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram, all the same handle. So, and I want to thank you all for having me on tonight. This was a blast, and you all are just good people. So, love to chat.
No, yeah, absolutely. You look at that episode list, and if you see something else that you want to come on for, you're more than welcome to come back.
I appreciate that, and I'm going to hold you to that because I'm going to look probably after this call.
Awesome.
I got to get on another one. So
awesome. Malik, everybody's gonna get to know you a little bit more in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think you got me down for Xyla Beast, don't you? Yeah. So
nice.
Next week.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll be there. My people, You can follow me on TikTok, the_Jedi_Smart. I talk about Star Wars, pro wrestling, Marvel, like all the good nerdy stuff because I'm into it all. Again, I also have a podcast called It's a Podcast, wherever you get your podcast.
Go listen to the last episode.
Yes, a good friend of ours named Vanessa
Hilarious.
guest starred. She was really funny. Again, no specific topic. We're just
No spoilers.
two idiots shooting the shit. I don't know if I can say that on here.
Oh,
Sorry
yeah,
if I can't.
No, you can't.
But like having a good time. Wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, Audible, that creepy guy behind your library. It's we're all there.
And guys, you can follow Char at CharCharJ. You can follow us on TikTok at the Podwans Podcast, Podwans Pod on Instagram, and at Podwans on Twitter. If you're an audio listener, go subscribe. I don't know if you can subscribe to things now in audio form. But go leave us a 5-star review on Apple, Spotify, and if you like it, awesome. If you don't, we'll try hard to get you. But for everybody here, thanks to everybody in the chat for coming. We appreciate it. And until next time, may the Force be with you.
Bye.
Bye.